In this morning, we are in the Fox 61 kitchen with Dr. Candice Jersey from Connecticut Children's Medical Center to talk about some fun, healthy lunch options you can feel good about sending your little one off to school with. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is such a cool segment that you guys have set up for us.
Yeah.
Now, first off, we just want to briefly talk about a program that you all offer to make sure kids are getting the food that they need, nutritious meals that they need.
Exactly. So I am one of the pediatric emergency medicine physicians at Connecticut Children's, and I also am co-director of the Start Childhood Off Right program, or the SCORE program, where we really focus on healthy foods, healthy eating. We also in recent years have been focusing on food insecurity very heavily. We're screening everyone who comes to our pediatric emergency room and our outpatient primary care clinics for food insecurity, and helping them with access to healthy foods like produce.
Yeah.
And that kind of leads us into talking about our healthy lunches, because really your goals for healthy lunch, you want to keep bellies full, you want to keep bodies and brains energized, and you want to do it affordably and relatively stress-free.
Yes.
Yes. So
and you want it to be something they actually want to eat, right?
Yes.
Okay. So where are we going to start?
So I have 3 different lunch boxes. If you notice here, we have 2 of the very popular bento-style lunch boxes. They come in all different price points, all different brands, lots of variety there. A lot of people have those right now. This one's a smaller one for smaller bellies, smaller compartments. This one's a bigger one for older kids who eat more food. And then I have a traditional lunchbox over here. You don't need a bento-style lunchbox to pack a lunch for your kid just because they're popular. You can fit a lot of good stuff in a traditional lunchbox as well.
Yes.
So then when we talk about what goes in your lunchbox, I would start with fruits and vegetables. Okay. You really want to fill about half of your lunchbox with fruits and vegetables. The fiber in there is going to keep your kids hungry, or keep not hungry, full throughout the day. And color is key. You want them to reach for colorful things they're going to be into. I have over here, if your kids like dipping their fruits and dipping their vegetables, I've got some hummus in this lunchbox. Nice. Pack a dip, something like that. Produce tends to be the more expensive part of the lunchbox.
Okay.
Look for things that are on sale. Look for things that are in season. That's also going to help with variety throughout the year as well. One thing I like in this lunchbox over here, you can see I have a whole banana. Yes. Your more traditional lunchboxes, you can pack whole fruits. If your kid doesn't touch it through the day, which we know happens, you're not throwing away and wasting cut up soggy fruit. Right. You can take that banana out, you can use it a different day. Awesome. Do that with a whole apple, cucumber, something like that as well. And in this lunchbox, I actually packed some canned peaches.
I can smell them.
It doesn't have to be fresh produce.
Yeah.
Canned produce is very nutritious as well.
Is that a money saver as well sometimes?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's more shelf stable. It's definitely more affordable as well. You want to look for lower sodium vegetables, and you want to look for fruit that's packed in water instead of heavy syrup.
Yes, I know. When I was growing up, heavy syrup was the thing, and then they started introducing the fruit packed in water.
Yeah, so these were packed in water, and then I rinsed them off to get a little extra sugar off too, put them in the lunch. Great option.
Awesome. All right, so what is the next most important component of building the lunchbox? So
next you're gonna do your whole grains and your proteins, and often those are combined. Like I have a traditional turkey and cheese sandwich in our lunchbox over here. I have a little DIY Lunchable in this lunchbox over here, but you don't have to go meat and cheese. I have a hard-boiled egg over here.
Yeah, that
works. You can do eggs, you can do beans, you can do leftovers from the night before. You can be creative with your protein.
Awesome, and I see, are those yogurt-covered pretzels? There's even room for a little sweet treat.
There is. We all like a sweet treat. We all like a snack. That's where you tend to get into those empty calories, though, that fill you up in the moment, you're hungry an hour later. So just be smart. Have more substance in those kinds of snacks and treats. So we have some yogurt-covered pretzels. We have some peanut butter-filled pretzels over here, that nut butter, or you could fill them with, get sun butter-filled pretzels. If you're a nut-free school, is going to keep bellies full. And over here, I actually have in the bottom of that lunchbox there a healthy zucchini muffin.
I was wondering what that was.
Yes, get your kids involved. Have them help bake things for their lunchboxes. They're going to be more likely to reach for them.
Yes. I love that. Okay, now we do have to head out, and thank you so much for putting this together. This definitely gives me a couple ideas as an adult, you know, things I could bring to work to snack on in between the commercial breaks. Where can people head to find out more information about the services you guys offer and just more tips on packing healthy lunches? Yeah, so there's a lot of great websites online for packing healthy lunches, a lot of good tips. Honestly, I get a lot of tips for our lunches at home off the internet, off things like Pinterest. We have a blog through Connecticut Children's that we have a post coming out about healthy school lunches. So yeah, look online. There's a lot of great stuff. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us.